Alright, so what I have here is the original OE rear tire mount. It goes on the back of the coach like this. And you put the tire on it right there. There's two mounts in the back. I got that from Jim Bounds when I was there. Right now, I don't have a place for a spare tire. The mount is gone. I was putting it on this, putting the spare on this thing and strapping it down. But I'd rather use this for other stuff than just a spare. But the mounting plates are here. You can see right there is one. And then behind here, there's another one right behind here. There's a piece of metal welded on. I think the guy before us, I think what he did was, because the spare tire would be right here, he got rid of it because he wanted you to be able to see land yacht. Yeah, he actually had the spare tire was on the roof while the AC wasn't there. There's a vent, and it was right behind the carry-all thing, and it was just strapped down on the roof. And I took that thing and got rid of it. This is the spare here. It's the original steel wheel. I don't know what the plan was. I mean, if you get a flat, you have to go on the roof and throw it off. And then I don't know how you get the thing up there. It weighs a ton. Eventually, what I want to do is I'm going to get the quad bag system for the rear. And then if you have a blowout, you can just jack one up or whatever and get the tire off the ground. If you have a blowout in the front, you take the front wheel and put it back here, and then whatever, you know. So anyway, that's I'm gonna go clean that thing up. I'm gonna mount it here like original. You won't be able to. Some of that Lanyard and Jupiter stuff will be covered, but I'd rather have the spare there. I would like to get a Alcoa spare, but right now I have that other one. I might paint it up if I wanted to look nice. So this thing looks all cruddy. I'm gonna sand it up and probably just gonna spray it some black. I gotta touch up these bolts there. All right, stick around. See what it looks like when I'm done. All right, I'm getting the hardware to mount this spare tire. Here's what I used. It's 3/8 by 16 by 1.5. So I used a bolt, washers on either side, lock washer on the inside, and then a nut on it. Here it is, all right here. So I'm gonna go put this on the coach. Here's the spare tire mount, all cleaned up. I sanded it, wire brushed it, and then gave it a couple coats of Rust-Oleum black. And now I'm just got to bolt it off on there. I still have to mess with these threads here. So I'm going to clean up the threads a little bit and then put the spare tire on. So you probably don't really need to see me putting the nuts and bolts on. All I'm doing is there's the holes here. I'm just putting it back. So I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Alright, so there you go. It's all mounted on there. I'll do another update a little bit when I get the wheel on. I had this thing here. This holds the sewage pipe. And it was stuck on the back over here. And look, it scraped up my new paint job. What the hell? So anyway, what I'm probably gonna do is, because look at that, I don't like seeing that. I'm gonna scrub this up real quick, hit it with a wire brush, and then just spray it. And then get the wheel sitting here. I have a cover for it. I was going to clean it up. I have a cover for it. I'm just gonna put the cover right over it. So that's that. I'll have somewhat of a spare tire. I mean, this is a new tire too. It still has all the nubs on it, never been used. Here we go, look at that. Some spray paint. It's pretty decent, I think. touch this up. This is a wrap, so I got it on here. I don't really care, because eventually the wrap's gonna come off. And then I just, I cleaned up the wheel real quick. It was just I couldn't stand all the rust. So I cleaned it up and spray painted it black. Once this all dries, I have the lug nuts. I'll run them on here a couple times, see if that cleans up those threads. They look pretty good. And I'll have the spare tire on there. And I gotta figure out where to put this. This used to be on here. You can see where, I don't know what they put, glue or something. Oh, maybe they just had it glued onto here. They might have just had it glued on to that thing. I don't have the original spare tire mount that came with this. I got this mount from Jim Bounds in his junkyard. So maybe they did that. Maybe they had that just glued on, stuck there, and then they used the all these bungee cords to hold it down. Which I'm probably gonna make something else to hold it down. They're better than that. But anyway, I'm gonna let this dry. Put the wheel on. Put that back. And it'll be all set again. Alright, here's a spare tire mounted. I'm just gonna, I have the chrome little nuts here. I'm not gonna bother putting them on. And you can see I touched up the bar there. So there's the spare tire. And I have this, I thought this was in better shape. This was the cover, tire cover. But I'll put it over it, protect the tire. It's kind of shot. I'd like to get that one. This is GMC, like the fiberglass one, so I might do that. And then I gotta still put this on. All right, there we go. There's the covers on. It's falling apart here. It was sitting on top of the. That's probably why this is all shot here. It was sitting on top of the RV for the longest time, who knows how many years before we bought it, and it was covered. That's probably why the tire's in good shape, but the cover is, so I'm gonna look for another cover. But anyway, there we go. Now you can't see the land. So anyway, that's I'm almost guaranteed that's why they got rid of the spare tire there. And they could have been creative and just kept going with the land yacht right here. You know, they could have did the letters right here, and that would have been kind of neat. But all right, spare tires on. I don't have to worry about that. I'll get a new cover, and I think it'll look pretty good.